Okay, so what's up, guys? Welcome back to another trading day. Okay, so first of all, I will tell you what happened in this past 2 days. Monday, I made a loss. See, first of all, my account equity was growing. Okay, and my account equity was at $51,180, and Monday I made a loss of around $1,000, and again I made a loss of around $1,200. Okay, yesterday. So that is the reason my account equity is now at 49,000, and I am only left with $275 to trade. Okay, on this account, this is the maximum limit I have reached, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so I completely forgot about the trailing drawdown in future prop firms. Okay, basically, so, what is a trailing drawdown? Basically, trailing drawdown is basically when your account goes up, your trailing drawdown also moves simultaneously. So, for example, on a $50,000 account, if my maximum drawdown is $2,500, which is 47,500, if my account equity rises, my trailing drawdown will also shift to the upwards. Okay, and I completely forgot about this. That's why Monday and Tuesday I made a loss of $2,200 in total, and now I only am left with around $275 to trade. If I would if I would have knew this earlier, I would have only risked 1% of my account. Okay, on both of these days. But nevertheless, it was a mistake, and it was a big mistake from my side. And I realized it yesterday, and like I was shit, bro. No worries. I will still continue to trade in this account with one micro contracts and try to take my equity to a certain level where I can, again risk a 1200 or $1,000 for a 1:1. Okay. So coming back to today's trade bias, what I think we have 5 minutes until the market opens. I'll just scale down to a 30-minute time frame, and I'll show you today's bias. My Wi-Fi is not working. Okay, my network is shit. I don't know. This always happens when I am getting ready to trade. I don't know why this ES and Nasdaq. Okay, so this is a 30-minute chart, and we haven't swept any of these liquidity till yet. We have our these are our London lows. Okay, as for now. Okay, so I'll tell you about the bias today. See, we are in a high time frame bearish SMT. Okay, Nasdaq is a leading index from these highs to these highs, and yes, from these highs to these highs. So high time frame is bearish. Okay, one thing to keep in mind. Second thing is we don't have any much liquidity pending to the downside. Again, bro. Okay, so this was the high time frame bearish SMT, which is valid till now. Okay, and let's see what we can do at the market open. We have 5 minutes. Okay, one more bearish SMT we have made from these lows to these lows, and on ES from these lows to these lows. But this SMT is completed. Okay, when Nasdaq came up and sweep out these highs, so these are no longer valid for me. We don't have much liquidity pending to the upside. As you can see, we have these highs which are already swept in ES. We have these highs hourly, but this is a big gap according to me, and this is a new thing for me. Monday and Tuesday, I made a loss because this was, as you can see, the price action of mm, Thursday. Okay, was we uh, saw a big move to the downside, then we saw a big move to the upside. So this is a swift move to the downside as well as a swift move to the upside. So yeah, my bias was a bit, I was confused with my bias on Monday and Tuesday. That's what made me loss of around $2,200, and on top of it, I completely forgot about the trailing drawdown. So nevertheless, okay, let's see how I can scale my account with $200. Okay, so yeah, this SMT bullish SMT is completed. We don't have any kind of a sweep of any session sweep till now. So uh, looking to the charts, I can say that if the market opens, we can come up, okay, take out these highs and on Nasdaq and stay underneath these highs, creating a bearish SMT of the high time frame, so that we can target up to London lows, Asian lows, and these hourly lows. This is my bias for the day. Let's see how the market moves today. I'll be very careful today because I only have $275 and I cannot risk more. I cannot take more than two contracts on either of the pairs. So let's see what happens. Okay, welcome back to another trade recap video where I lost around $273 and I'm only left with $3 until I breach my fucking account. So, not going to trade anymore in this futures account. I'll buy another prop firm. Okay, not going to waste time anymore on this account. Okay, so coming back to the trade execution, as I told you guys in the previous clip that we are forming a high time frame bearish SMT. Okay, from these highs to these highs and these highs to these highs as well. Okay, so pretty simple. Okay, we already completed the bullish SMT which I told you guys in the previous video, previous clip. Okay, so market opened and both of these indexes were moving in the opposite direction. uh, ES opened higher, and as you can see Nasdaq, okay, gave us a bullish candle and then a bearish candle, then again a bullish candle, and from here I thought, okay, so both of these indexes were moving in the opposite direction. Okay, uh, we made higher highs on ES. Okay, this was just the high actually, and we were pretty close to come up and sweep up these 30-minute highs. The SMT is still valid, bearish SMT is still valid. Okay, and if Nasdaq comes up and takes out these highs, then the SMT is disrespected and we cannot call it as a valid SMT. But Nasdaq is so far from these highs that my bias was bearish today. High time frame was bearish, as well as we gave a good move, bearish candle to the downside and retrace to the upside. After that, forming a bearish SMT from these highs to these highs, and on ES from these highs to these highs. So the leading index is Nasdaq, and Nasdaq is also very close to London lows as well as previous day Asian lows. Okay, sorry, today's Asian lows. So after following all of my confluences, I have entered with only two contracts because I cannot go with 10 or 15 contracts which I used to go earlier. After year, I entered with two micro ES contracts, and then again we gave us a retrace on 1 minute and formed another SMT from these highs to these highs and these highs to these highs. So I entered with one micro contract, micro Nasdaq again. The total lots were 3 micro Nasdaq, and the SL was around $273, and TPE was until these Asia lows, which was around 600. Here I have placed buy limit orders so that I can book partial profits, but we give a decent move to the downside, but then boom, a big candle to the upside, and from here you can see we are retracing a little bit. Initially, I thought that in the very first that if after this candle, if Nasdaq ripped all of these lows in one blow, in one single candle, then I will go bullish. But that did happen. We reversed from here. We retraced from here. That made me, go bearish. High time frame was bearish, and also we have 5 minute manipulation as SMT divergence as well. And we were so close to these lows that obviously that I have uh, traded shorts today instead of going longs, because see, sweeping out these lows for Nasdaq is much easier compared to moving, giving a move, a 200 move to the upside. Okay, if Nasdaq wants to move to the upside, Nasdaq can sweep out these lows, and then these lows will be the fuel for Nasdaq to move to the upside. So I guess we are moving to the downside now, but no worries, I don't have any balance left in my account, cannot grow my account from $3. So I'll just keep this account as it is, and from Monday or maybe from December I'll buy another account, because maybe I'll buy before Friday, because we have a huge discount on lots of prop firms and future prop firms in this Thanksgiving, okay, as well as Black Friday sale. So yeah, that is for today. If you guys like this video, then subscribe to my YouTube channel and become a part of my day trading journey. I will guys see you in my next video. One more thing I would like to show you guys. So this is my top one trader evaluation passing certificate. I have passed my evaluation. This is a prop firm called Top One Trader. Okay, I have bought their 5K flash one step challenge, which I passed the evaluation in almost 2 or 3 days, and now I have a funded account with them. So I will also trade in this account simultaneously and grow this account till payout, so that I can fund from this payouts I can fund my future prop firms. So yeah, that is for today. If you guys like this video, then subscribe, and I will guys see you around in my next video.